What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, undefeated 3-division world champion, superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis, 27 wins, no loss, and no draw, 25 big wins by way of knockout. He is 27 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. He clarifies his statements, his shocking statements yesterday that he made after his big brother, mentor figure, 4-division world champion, superstar boxer Adrian "The Problem" Broner pulled out of his fight that was scheduled to take place this upcoming Saturday, August 20th, in Florida at the Hard Rock Cafe against former WBC lightweight world champion Mexican superstar boxer Omar Figueroa Jr. With that said, Adrian Broner was set to make his ring return. Adrian Broner is seen as a big brother mentor figure to Gervonta Tank Davis. He introduced Gervonta Tank Davis to legendary retired Hall of Fame iconic 5-division world champion, Olympic silver medalist, pound for pound retired king, the man known as Money, Floyd Mayweather Jr., 50-0. And Gervonta Tank Davis, the rest is history. He signed to Mayweather Promotions and Floyd Mayweather, okay? So with that said, Adrian Broner, he was scheduled to make his ring return, like I stated, against Omar Figueroa. But Adrian Broner, he cited that he had some mental health issues that hindered him and was preventing him from pushing forward with the actual fight, okay? And so Adrian Broner pulled out the fight, and he said that, you know, he's sorry, you know, that this had to be the case, but he learned his lesson. He's not going to push forward with a fight when he's not mentally stable, okay? So Adrian Broner, 34 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw, 24 big wins by way of knockout, 33 years of age, 5'7" with a 68-inch arm reach. With that said, Adrian Broner, he was, again, like I said, he was scheduled to face off against Omar Figueroa, and he put this post up about him not being able to mentally be in a space to fulfill his obligation. And Gervonta Tank Davis, he doubled back on his social media, on his Twitter, and he stated that fighters got to stop using mental health as a reasoning for not making these fights happen, an excuse. And then he used some choice words. He said, you guys are just blank if you don't push forward with the fight, right? And so obviously Adrian Broner is a close friend of his, and he just announced that this was the case and this why he was pulling out the fight and he couldn't push forward. And you had Omar Figueroa Jr. He also went to social media, and Omar Figueroa Jr. had some very choice words for Adrian Broner as well, okay? So Gervonta Tank Davis, he said, boxers got to stop using mental health. This is getting to get out of stuff. This is getting out of control. You are just a blank, okay? To describe it, okay? So obviously, like I said, we know Adrian Broner, he put up a post and he described what he was going through and why he couldn't push forward. And you had Omar Figueroa, and he went on, he said that he needed to see proof, okay? Well, everybody was obviously shocked to hear this come from Gervonta Tank Davis making these statements, because obviously Gervonta Tank Davis and Adrian Broner, you know, seem to be very close friends and have a close relationship. So Gervonta Tank Davis has now clarified who he was talking to. Now, initially it was stated that he was talking to, you know, Ryan Garcia, undefeated junior welterweight, lightweight Mexican superstar title contender. Ryan Garcia, 23 wins, no loss, no draw, 19 wins by way of knockout, 23 years of age, 5'10" with a 70-inch arm reach. Ahead of his fight in July of 2021 with Javier Fortuna, Ryan Garcia pulled out the fight and cited that he had mental health issues, and then he couldn't continue. So Gervonta Tank Davis was saying that it was directed towards him, not Adrian Broner. Now he's saying it wasn't even only directed towards Ryan Garcia, but it was also directed to the opponent of somebody he views as a little brother, and somebody, grows up in the Upton gym, trained by the same trainer, well-renowned trainer, future Hall of Famer in my opinion, and Coach Calvin Ford. And he was talking about Lorenzo Truck Simpson, rising, upcoming junior middleweight superstar title and prospect contender in Lorenzo Truck Simpson. 11 wins, no losses, no draws, 7 wins by way of knockout. He's 22 years of age, 5'10" with a 68-inch arm reach, okay? He was scheduled to face Ty Edmonds, okay, this past Saturday in Phoenix, Arizona. Ty Edmonds, 14 wins, 4 losses, no draws, 9 wins by way of knockout. He is, was supposed to face off against Lorenzo Truck Simpson, but he pulled out the fight. And there was a valid reason as to why he pulled out the fight, because the money wasn't there. This was on the same undercard as former world champion, 2 former world champions, superstar boxers, and Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer was supposed to fight as that main event. Lorenzo Truck Simpson was supposed to face Tyus Edmonds as the co-main event, and Tyus Edmonds, again, he pulled out the fight because the money wasn't there. It was the same, obviously, reason that Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer didn't fight, because they never got paid. And eventually Lorenzo Truck Simpson, he signed to fight, because he was already there, $100, okay? He signed the contract for $100 just to secure the fight and make the fight happen. And the same offer was offered to Ty Edmonds, but his mother and his father and his team, they stated that they weren't going to push forward with the fight, and they pulled out the fight. And then we know undefeated, undisputed lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin the Dream Haney, he offered to pay the purse for Ty Edmonds to push through with the fight. If it was about the money, then he stated that he was going to, he was willing to pay the purse for, Ty Edmonds to make the fight happen. And then Ty Edmonds' mother, she started to say, well, he's not in the right mental space to push through with the fight. And because he's not in the right mental space, his mental is off right now because of everything taking place. Now, he was already gloved up. You can see my videos with this, about this, with Devin Haney. You can actually see Devin Haney offering him the money. Go back and look at the video. So he was already gloved up. He was ready to go. But obviously the money wire wasn't there. There was an issue with the gloves. And then, like I said, you had his mother, once all of that was settled, because Devin Haney, it was contract and promotion and manager issues. Devin Haney, was going to put that to bed and just offered him the money, take the money, and then you can make the fight happen. And Devin Haney was willing to draw up a new contract with the Boxing Commission right there on the spot and pay him the money that he was looking for. But he was unwilling to push through. His mother said he wasn't in the right mental space. So apparently Gervonta Tank Davis is stating that was directed towards Ty Edmonds, and that was directed to Ryan Garcia, right? And saying that, there's fighters that really have mental health issues. They're not using it as an excuse. So he was saying that obviously he was alluding to that Adrian Broner really has mental health issues, and he really can't push through with the fight. But you got guys out here like Ty Edmonds and guys like Ryan Garcia who are pulling out the fight, and they're citing mental health as the reason why they can't continue with the fight. But it's just about them just not simply wanting to make the fight. We know, again, like I said, there was a situation where Ryan Garcia, he was calling out Gervonta Tank Davis at one point in time after he defeated former Olympic gold medalist, British lightweight star title contender Luke Campbell. And then, he was flawed in the fight. He got up, he stopped Luke Campbell in the 7th round of the fight. And he called out, persistently, aggressively called out Gervonta Tank Davis. And then he cited that, he had health issues. He couldn't make the fight. There was a lot going on. He was going to have an opportunity to fight 8th division world champion, legendary, iconic Filipino superstar boxer Manny Pacman Pacquiao, but that wasn't true. Then he was going to fight Javier Fortuna in July. That's when he cited he had mental health issues. And so now we at a place where he's calling out Gervonta Tank Davis again after his fight with Emmanuel Tagle, and his most recent fight where he eventually fought Javier Fortuna and beat Javier Fortuna, stopped him in the 6th round. And so now he's saying that he wants to fight with Gervonta Tank Davis, but there still seems to be roadblocks in the way of that fight. And so Gervonta Tank Davis is saying that Adrian Broner truly has an issue with mental health, and he's not using it as an excuse. But you have fighters out here using it as an excuse, like Ty Edmonds and Ryan Garcia. So he's clarifying the comments he made. Obviously, it's a a super coincidence, right? Because you look at the situation, right, and you say to yourself this, right, is that Taya Edmonds pulled out the fight with Truck Simpson on Saturday. Okay, Ryan Garcia pulled out the fight with Javier Fortuna in June of 2021, a year ago. And you wait until the day that Adrian Broner is pulling out his fight on Monday, 2 days after Taya Edmonds pulled out the fight with Truck on Monday, and you post this post. But now he clarified, and it makes sense. He's saying that Adrian Broner has a serious issue with mental health, and that's why he's pulling out the fight. But you got fighters out here using it as an excuse simply just to not make the fight. So he gave a little bit of understanding, clarity to that. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to Black Media Road. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.